Hello, friends. I am Mr. J with MrJRelationshipCoach.com, here to give you your weekly dose of vitamin J. I thought I'd talk a little today about grieving over the holidays. One of the reasons I wanted to talk about this today was because I myself actually lost my father last month. And there are times the holidays are difficult. I think you have a lot of pressure to be happy around the holidays. And it's difficult to see a lot of people around you celebrating while you're grieving. So I just want to give you a few tips and techniques maybe to take along with you if you happen to fall into the category of grieving around the holidays. Now, certainly, if you're watching this, you probably have lost a loved one at some point in your life. Losing a loved one around the holidays is very difficult, and certainly losing a loved one your first holidays are difficult. There are times where my grieving is all over the place. I try to take my grieving one day at a time, one emotion at a time. There are times when I'm sitting there laughing, and then out of nowhere, a grief burst comes, and I find myself completely emotionally altered, where I have to get into some of these things that I might share with you today, which is my deep breathing exercises, maybe having to go to my journal, maybe having to give myself positive affirmations, and sometimes even get up and walk around. The first thing I want to say is to give yourself permission to feel everything you're feeling. That's first and foremost. Be kind to yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be sensitive. Allow yourself to be sad. Do you think your loved one would want you to be sad around the holidays? No. While they were here on Earth, they didn't want you to be sad around the holidays, so they don't want you to be sad where they are now. And if you do get sad, another tip and technique maybe is to imagine them there with you, or at least imagine their spirit or their energy is with you. If you're a person of faith, you can think your loved one is looking down on you and they're actually celebrating this day with you. Another thing you can do in their honor that will help your grieving process is to do something in their honor. I know for me, my dad was always helpful. He was always giving somebody a ride, giving somebody a few dollars for gas. He was just a very kind person. And so I'm certainly going to try to do what I can to be kind to others around the holiday. Maybe visit the loved one's grave if that'll help you. Another thing is maybe write a letter to the loved one that's gone. You can certainly talk to them if you want alone in your quiet space, or write them a letter. Let them know what this first holiday is like without them here. Maybe write a letter to yourself and let yourself know that it's okay to be sad. Hell, you can even write a letter from the loved one to yourself if you want, letting you know that you don't have to cry for me. I love you and I miss you, but I'm happy where I am and I'm happy to see you happy. Certainly reach out to people for help around this time. Give yourself a little bit of flexibility and allowances. If you get invitations somewhere, ask somebody, under the circumstances, because of my grieving, do you mind holding this invite? It might be a temporary yes for now. Just hold this invite because I don't know how my emotions will be that day. If you are around the family that had the loss just like you, talk about it. Talk about your loved one. I lost my dad, so maybe if I get together with my siblings this year, we'll have a glass of wine and talk, and it'll be fine if we cry. We'll comfort one another. Volunteering, doing something in the person's honor for somebody else, that's always nice. It's important to hold on to old traditions of the family, but it's also important to make new traditions. So no matter what, know that you're okay. Know that it will be okay. Know that you will be fine. And most of all, know that you're not alone. We've all lost somebody in our life, and the holidays just seem to magnify that grief. But just know that you're not alone. I'm Mr. J. I hope you got something out of this week's Vitamin J. Take care of yourself and others. God bless.